scene just now when you said it. So I just want to point it out.
The entire film was shot, with very few exceptions, inside the stages of the MGM lot. And that was the condition of the shoot. We're shooting everything on the stages, so we had to be clever about how to give it an expansiveness, and that was why we chose to do forced perspective. Forced perspective comes from the principle that the camera has one eye, which is the lens. We, in our life, have two eyeballs, so we see things with dimension and can sense depth, but the camera can't sense depth. If you're traveling and you see a monument, you can stand beside it and put your arm out, and it looks as if you're the same height touching that monument that's actually much further in the distance, but it's just a trick of the single viewpoint of the camera that seems to compress those things and put them on the same plane.
In Dracula, the mansion is actually hanging in the air with an arm, so the mansion is suspended. And then there's the ground that slopes down, and if you bring it really close to the camera, then it appears like it's 250 yards away, even though it's a miniature. And then you can have the full-scale fence, the full-scale horses, and the carriage in front of all of this. You can make it appear as if it's a mansion sitting there, 250 yards away.
Boom. They stop, they turn, he shoots, Seward gets hit, turn around, slash. Meanwhile, he slashes, knocks the thing out of hand, turn, fires back.
We shot all the Borgo Pass inside a soundstage. I think it was stage 15, the biggest stage around, so it was enormous, and we had a big oval track, basically, in which the set was designed with certain outcroppings of rocks and several matte paintings that gave different looks. We used every trick in the book, and probably the last film that will do that. I mean, I hope that's not a true statement, but we made this film in '92, which is right when computer effects were blossoming. I think computer trickery is very useful, and I've done much of it myself, but it was just a wonderful last moment for a film made on that scale in Hollywood at the famous MGM studios, where they shot great classic films, to go back to those traditions and really do it in the way it had been done. And that's something that I think of fondly.